All right, Ski Mask Boys, talking about Sue, which is a free network that gives you the social revenues back to you. We instead focus on payments. It's the right thing to do. So this network supposedly pays you for your content because somebody's making money off of it. Before I even talk about this at all, I just want to just go over these background images. Look at this chick. She's wearing kind of like a cut-off shirt. She's got her skinny arms, kind of a little hairy there. Got her bracelets, got her hipster glasses, got some sort of beanie cap on there, got some beads. We're going to scroll down. There's some guy in a rock band.
Or what? I mean, I don't even know what this demographic type is.
Well, we're gonna look at keep going. It just gets worse. Here's some guy in a rock band apparently singing his heart out. Also very hipster garbage. Oh, here's somebody at a concert. That's pretty awesome too apparently. And then this guy's the worst. What is this guy doing? He looks like, you know who he looks like? He looks like the guy, the Mac versus PC guy. Like he washed up and like he's trying to like find himself. And he's got like a scarf on and.
Yeah, he's pretty confused. I think he's pretty likely to go on the site. Well, I actually signed up for. I think it's called Sue. I don't know where that comes from, but I'm assuming it comes from Lao Tzu, maybe. I don't really know, but I think that this site looks like garbage. I don't know why there's a green overlay over this video there. I mean, but besides that, honestly, I do think that the idea here is interesting, and a lot of more forward-thinking computer scientists and like other people who are kind of like hermits, they really love the idea of. I think that what this really comes from, honestly, is those guys that are like, oh, I don't want to use Facebook because they don't pay me. Why would I post there? They're not paying me. They think that there's no payment for using social networks, which, yeah, that's true. There is no monetary payment, but there's value. You can connect with people, obviously. But I wasn't really that compelled. I signed up, and I feel like it was just really crap. The design was so boring and dull, and it just looked so dead and static. And when you use Facebook for a long time, why would you use a piece of garbage like this other than...
I think you bring up a really good point, though, is that people feel like they should get paid for writing their own their own garbage content, but really it's like you're using Facebook for free. They're not charging you. Just fucking be happy with that. Quit complaining that Facebook is making money off of you.
You know what it reminds me of? I was thinking about it the other day. It's like you go to a party and you expect them to pay you at the door for going to the party. If you're really that cool, that like I need to be paid for my content. You know, I'm just being paid just for showing up. And you know what? That's probably true for example, they have a video that shows Vin Diesel in this Sue site. And he was talking shit about Facebook and how they never gave him any money for being one of the early adopters. People
Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
Did you say Vin Diesel, really?
Yeah, really. There's a video on the Sue site that says that. And it has a bunch of people, including Jaron Lanier, who's this kind of modernist dude who apparently created virtual reality. And he talks a lot about how there's a big opportunity for people to be making networks where the users are, making money from using the actual site. I agree with it. I just think that we're just in a paradigm of where people are making so much cash off these social network sites. A big example would be Instagram, where you have 9 people who became billionaires, or they pulled in a few billion or whatever, but then yet you have these millions and millions of users who didn't make $1, and they're the ones that are really providing the value to the network, right?
Sort of, but at the same time, they're getting something that's really valuable to them apparently because they're addicted to it, or they're going back to it day after day, and they're getting it free. The other thing that's important with Sue is that other people have tried to do these paid networks in the past, and they don't work because trying to get people to use something just because they'll get some sort of financial reward for it typically doesn't work. It's you know what I mean? It's not an it's not the best way to attract users, and also it often can attract the wrong users to try and jockey the system.
Yeah, like me, that's pretty much what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that was the first thing that came to your mind was how you could abuse this using some sort of like JavaScript to create content that gets you paid for doing nothing.
For sure. And I think that these guys are probably pushing really hard because they see how famous Elo is getting.
Right.
Elo is blowing up, and today I was thinking about it. I mean, Elo, I don't really think that the awesome user experience of Elo is really driving why users are going there. It's just all about these like insider invite kind of cool club things where I have an invite, you don't, and then everybody wants it, and then they get onto a product where it's really not that great of a product. But the funny thing about it is that sometimes it ends up working because I'm sure every venture capitalist is trying to throw cash at Elo right now, and eventually that cash could help them to build a product that is compelling enough.
Right. Yeah, I think that's probably true. I think that's a good point. Um, so maybe that's what these guys are going after. They're just trying to, or maybe they're just trying to cash in on something too. I don't know. I think that people's complaints about not getting money back from these networks is stupid because they're getting a real value out of it. I mean, look how much fucking time and energy people spend on Facebook and how much storage capacity Facebook gives them. There's probably people who have like hundreds of gigabytes of photos with Facebook.
I think that I agree, though, that there probably is value in these networks where you know that you're using it. I mean, isn't that the way Sam's Club works? They have these clubs where, or for example, REI, they say, oh, you're a shareholder now. If you buy this yearly membership, we'll give you dividends or something. I think that these things work and that they're appealing to people. It makes them feel more important. I just think nobody has done it right, and maybe Sue will figure it out, but right now I feel like the only thing they really have going for them is that somehow they've gotten exposure that they're a network that brings money to the users as they use it. But other than that, I mean, it looks like I think that this shit is probably worse than Friendster.
I didn't even bother signing up for it because I don't know. I don't need another social network.
Code to sign up, dude. I think I'll make money off of that.
You have anything else to add about Sue before we wrap this one up?
Nah.
All right. Well, Sue, check it out and get rich quick.
Yeah. We'll make that money.
Chase that pussy.